Barely 15 hours to go for counting to start for the BJP. Its mascot and prime ministerial face Narendra Modi is being seen as central to the campaign of the party. While BJP President Rajnath Singh has said that this election will not be a testament on Modi, the results are expected to provide answers to the much talked about Modi factor. Will his popularity actually translate into votes? Take a look.
Packed to capacity rallies sounding the battle cry for 2014.
दिल्ली में हमारी सरकार सोई हुई है और मैं नहीं मानता हूं 125 करोड़ देशवासियों के दिल की आग उन्हें जगा सकती है। वो ऐसी गहरी नींद में सोए हैं, लगता है 2014 में भी सोते ही रहेंगे।
Dominating the discourse in the run-up to the fight for Delhi.
मोदी मंच पे नहीं है, मोदी आपके दिलों में बैठा है।
As the countdown begins for the assembly poll results, Narendra Modi, the man who led BJP's campaign, will be judged over whether his popularity will monetize into votes. And if BJP sweeps 4 states as predicted by pollsters, many believe it will reinforce the Modi factor like never before.
Narendra Modi's presence, which was a very organized kind of presence in meetings that they had pre-arranged, that has spiked, that has really led to gain for the BJP in terms of votes, Narendra Modi's presence.
Well, Arun Jaitley said recently that the trouble with all these calculations saying we'll get 5% here and 10% here makes no sense. You've got to take a risk. You've got to put your faith in somebody and hope he can deliver a wave. That's the risk they've taken with Narendra Modi, and so far at least it seems to be working.
Ironically, just 3 months ago, Modi's rivals in BJP had wanted his elevation as the prime ministerial candidate delayed till the outcome of the assembly polls, lest it cast a shadow.
हम दूसरी मिट्टी की पैदावार है।
But 3 months seem like a long time as the party now credits Narendra Modi for its rising stock.
So the big question is, can the BJP credit its win to the Modi wave? Here are some facts. Modi clocked more hours than any other senior BJP leader, showing his readiness to face his first acid test. Not just that, clamour for Modi rallies grew with party leaders seeking more time from him to campaign in states like Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Then, of course, the turnout at the rallies, which may have been contested by the Congress several times, but Modi addressed packed rallies in all the 4 states that he campaigned in. Well, also, Modi focused on 2014 battle, raising some national issues, even as he campaigned for assembly elections. And last but not the least, in intensity and aggression, Modi's campaign actually echoed the high-stakes pitch for New Delhi.
वो इंडोर के खिलाड़ी हैं, हम आउटडोर के खिलाड़ी हैं।
But did the Modi factor outweigh the undisputed sway of BJP's star chief ministers like Raman Singh and Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who are formidable forces in their own right?
I don't think it will be attributable only to Narendra Modi, BJP's success, as the exit polls are showing. I would say that the BJP chief ministers, or let's say the BJP has allowed regional satraps to grow. And today we are, whether we like it or not, at the state level in a presidential system.
Whether the BJP wins the elections this time riding the Modi tsunami or because of a mix of local issues, with the BJP linking their campaign to Modi's Delhi bid, the Congress can afford to dismiss or ignore the Modi factor at their own peril. With camera person Ashok Bhanot, this is Aditya Narayanan for Headlines Today.
Let's get a word from Dev Ankur Vadhavan, who's joining us live from Jaipur this evening. Dev, exit polls are giving a huge thumbs up to the BJP in Rajasthan. Would you attribute the return of the BJP to the Modi factor, or is it merely an anti-incumbency wave against the Gehlot government?
It comes with a rider. If the BJP does come back to power, Simi, it would be primarily the Modi factor does certainly have played a role in Rajasthan. He extensively toured Rajasthan. He conducted several rallies. In fact, those rallies were conducted in areas which were considered as weak holds of BJP. BJP was not in much of a strength in those regions. And also that coupled with the fact that the anti-incumbency is prevailing against more the UPA rather than Ashok Gehlot per se. Now that could also play a factor. What the exit polls have predicted so far, in fact, all of them have predicted is a thumping majority for the BJP. In fact, the India Today ORG poll has also given BJP the majority. So it clearly seems that the Modi factor, coupled with the fact that the people were not too happy with Ashok Gehlot, also with the UPA, could play its role. Simi?